Should you be focused on having fun for today or saving for a secure tomorrow? Hey, Jason here. If you've been watching the channel, you've been seeing me now 10 years in the game as an expat slash nomad. I'm on my fourth country, third continent, here in the southern region of Africa in Lusaka, Zambia. And one of the things I've started doing now is sharing with you what I've learned along this 10-year journey. But most importantly, if you're thinking about becoming an expat or already one, why you should be considered Zambia as an option because of the opportunities that exist here. So let's go ahead and get into today's video. And so this is a problem that a lot of people actually face. I used to face this myself and still do in a way. Is it important to spend money now to have fun, enjoy it, or focus on your secure tomorrow? And most people are probably going to say, depending on their age range, I would say if you're under 30, you're probably going to say like, hey, I need to have fun. Life is short. And if you're older, you're going to probably like, hey, look, life is short. I need to make sure I got money in case something bad happens. And both are right. But let's really dig a little deeper and go into it. So why should you have fun? Fun is a part of life. Look, I'm going to be honest with you. I didn't come here. I was not born to sit here and work 9 to 5, 10, 12 hours a day. Like, I didn't come here to work a job and make someone else rich. I don't know about you, but I'm going to assume because you watch the channel, you didn't come here to make somebody else rich either. You came here to enjoy your life to the fullest. And this is one of the things that a lot of people don't get to do. Like, even here that I'm in Zambia, just because I'm enjoying my life here, it doesn't mean the average everyday person is enjoying their life. And this is a problem amongst everyone in the world. And so a lot of times what we consider to be fun, going to clubs, drinking, meeting women, things of this nature. And it's the common thing everywhere in the world, no matter where you've been. Living in South Korea, it was the same thing. When I went to the UK, it was the same thing. When I was living in Panama, same thing. Colombia, same thing. You see it all over the different island countries. When I was in Jamaica, same thing. Grand Cayman, Cozumel. I can keep naming places after places. Even when I was in Amsterdam, same thing. However, why can't you make money and have fun at the same time? And this is what I started realizing is we're taught that we're like, let's say having fun. Let's take the term having fun. We're given just one image of it and told this is what it means to have fun. You need to be partying. You need to be out in the club. You need to be doing bottle service. And that's bullshit. Having fun is just like everything else in life. It's a spectrum. It's a very broad spectrum. There's one side here, then it leads all the way to this side here to moves on to the next thing. And so having fun doesn't mean you have to just be doing these things that consume all your money. You can be having fun producing money also. And this is what we're not taught. We're not taught this in school. We're not taught this in universities. And the truth be told is everyone that is teaching us in our life, especially just in the average ordinary education system, they're not having fun. How many teachers are miserable? How many teachers go home hating their life, hating their job? How many university professors, if they had the money, they would never show up to work again? Like, they're not having fun. They're not doing anything. Yet these are the people that are teaching us and they're telling us, enjoy life, enjoy life. And the truth is, we need to start looking at the other parts of the spectrum when it comes to having fun. Why can you not have fun making money? Really think about that and ask yourself that. Matter of fact, write that down, please. And while you're writing that down, make sure you like and subscribe to the channel if you haven't yet. So you're going to see me keep looking over here. I'm glancing at my computer. Like, this is very important to me. So I'm actually have notes that I'm making sure I want to hit very key points. And so there comes a time, and let me just tell you this story. This is one of the things that really was a pivotal point in my life. When I saved up enough money, Cece and I had saved up enough money. We went on our first cruise. It was magical. It was such a fun time. We enjoyed it, all inclusive, going to all the different events. We were playing the games. It was such a great time. I still remember it to this day vividly. There was a comic there who was from the UK. Me and him just hit it off. Like we were just brothers from another mother. Like, when you just meet that person, it's like, yo, y'all been knowing each other for years. That's how me and him were. We just knew each other for years. And we would just, every time we see each other, we just laughing, talking, having a great time, even doing the little comedy skits and stuff. Uh, and so while I was there, we were on the cruise ship. We met an older white couple. I wish I knew their names. I don't know if they're still alive today, but thank you. You gave me such a great life lesson. I don't even know if you realize how much you touched my life when you spoke to me. And the woman, she was telling me, she was like, baby. And that's what I love about old people. Old Southern people, they're going to call you baby. She was like, baby, I'm so happy to see y'all doing this while you're young. She was like, we worked our whole life to finally be able to enjoy our money. And she was like, we're too old to really do the things that we want to do. We can't even enjoy this the way we want to. But it's giving me pleasure to see that you and your wife are doing this. And that really hit home to me because it showed me I don't want to be just working my entire life. And then by the time I can enjoy my life, I'm too old to do anything. I can't move. I'm in a wheelchair or something. It's like, how much fun are you really having? And so in that time, I started prioritizing having fun. Now, at that time, for me, having fun was traveling. I stopped doing the club thing. Thankfully, I got into club life very young, way younger than I should have. I should be ashamed to admit it, but look, it's the truth. It is what it is. And so I'm grateful that I got into it so young because by the time I was 25, 26, I was like, yo, this is boring. Like, why am I doing this? And now where the club scenes are now, where it's like $1,000, this, and it's like, bro, I'm not going to go spend money in no club. I might work in a club if it's something there that's profitable for me, but going to spend money, no. And then after I was doing security in club, it showed me how they rip a lot of y'all off. Like you think you're paying for expensive alcohol, but you're actually buying cheap alcohol, which shows people do not have a real taste bud when it comes to alcohol. They just like to be drunk. But that's another story. And so I started my fun meter transitioned from, this far end of club life and drinking all of that. And then started moving to traveling. And now this ain't the end of the spectrum, traveling. The spectrum continues and continues. And so that's when I started traveling more. I started going to different countries and I started getting that bug. It was like, yeah, I want to be able to do this. This is fun. And that started to really be my motivator for making more money. And that's how I started getting into and wanting to do more business. Now, why do you want to actually have a secure tomorrow? Do you want to be able to travel? Like, if you want to be able to travel and do those things, you do need a nice little nest egg or a secure future. And that's one of the things where it's like, you want to be prioritizing making money also. Like it's a healthy balance if you do it correctly and you really understand who you are and where you are in your journey and exactly what you want to make you happy. Like you have to be selfish. You can't be listening to other people. When other people tell me like, oh, be careful when you're going to leave abroad and all of that, because the spectrum went from traveling to I wanted to have fun by living out of the country. And so you have to be cautious of that. Do not just be listening to what people tell you. Most people are going to tell you opposite of what is best for you because they care about you. And when I say they care about you, they don't want to see you get hurt. They don't want to see you suffering and stuff like that. I want to see you thrive. If you talk to anybody that wants to see you thrive, they're going to be like, look, jump off, learn how to fly on your way down. If you make mistakes on the way, learn how to autocorrect and adjust. That is what business is. Business is about learning how to autocorrect and adjust. You can never go into business safe. And so business, yes, it will provide you financial security, but how do you really earn money? That's the catch. Most people do not know how to earn money because most of us have been only taught, my board over there, have only been taught one spectrum of earning money. There's 4 different spectrums. If you ever read Robert Kiyosaki's The 4 Quadrants book, he explains all 4 quadrants. There's employee, small business, big business, and investor. Big business and investor is where most of the wealthy sit. That's where you're actually starting to make a lot or earn a lot of money because you're making it by your money making more money for you. The more babies your dollars can make, the more dollars that are coming back home to you. Never forget that. And so, how can you actually make more dollars and still have fun? 'Cause remember, I tell you, it's a healthy balance there. It's this one thing on the very far end of the spectrum that we are usually never taught. Turn entrepreneurship, turn earning money into having fun. Whoa, I know that sounds crazy, but you're like, Jason, why would I have fun earning money? You don't have fun being an employee, but start a small business. What are little things that you can do? You have fun doing that, learning marketing skills. You learn the skill sets to actually be able to make you more profitable. And that's how you start having fun at doing it. So, like, here's one thing, and I'm going to give you a free business idea if you come to Africa. This is Baobab coffee. This is non-caffeine. You can actually be coming here, living here, buying this, repackaging it in your own package. You don't even have to go source it. Just go buy this, repackage it in your own packaging, and sell it to the United States. You just don't make health claims and do stuff like that. You just let people know this is what it is. That is a very simple way. Now, I'm showing you a really simplified thing to do, but is it as easy as I'm saying? No, nothing is that easy. Like, life is not meant to be easy. Life is meant to be challenging. Through challenges, we actually grow. If you look at a baby, the baby goes through challenges all through the way to where they're completely dependent on the parents, to where then they're wanting to be independent. They're like, hey, let me walk by myself. I don't want to hold your hand. I don't need you to hold me. And that's how life is as an adult too. We just don't understand that because the system we live in don't help us express ourselves to grow to our full potential. And so, how do you find the actual balance between having fun and building your money at the same time, or building a business? You want to use something called the Pareto principle. This is the 80-20 principle. If you've ever read this book, let me know in the comments down below. If you haven't read this book, you can go on YouTube. You don't have to purchase the book. Every book I usually tell you about, you can download for free on YouTube. YouTube has one of the largest audiobook libraries, and it's completely free. It is called the 80-20 principle, and it's the Pareto principle. What that means is 80% of our results are based off 20% of our activities. So the way you have fun in it is you focus on the 20% of the things that are going to actually help make you more money. And those 20% of the things, you make those things fun. You have fun doing those things. Where most people mess up with entrepreneurship, they're trying to do 100% of everything. It gets tiresome. I'm telling you, as a person that did it, as a person that experienced it, a person that reached burnout, when you're doing 100% of everything, you will burn yourself out. And then what you're doing subconsciously and not even being aware of it is the 20% of the activities you need to be focusing on, they're going to the wayside. And so those 20% that you should be focused on is actually the things that are dictating the 80% of your results. And this is why most people fail in business. So like I was telling you, how you could be repackaging something like this. What is the 20% activities that you will be focused on if you're selling a product? And let's go for any business. Customer acquisition. That is just a nice fancy word for marketing. You have to market and attract people to your business. Customer acquisition is just marketing. Like, how are you getting customers to know who you are? And the best way that people are going to actually buy products from you is to like, know, and trust you. So have fun doing things such as a social media page. Have fun doing things such as using your product. Let people see the results. Be the product of the product. Let people see how this is helping you. Like I tell people, like when people are like, man, your skin looks so good. I'll use nice, healthy products. This is one of the things I actually take. I'm doing something like this, these plant-based stem cells. I have a whole natural organic line of skincare products that I use that I buy from South Africa. A friend of mine, she has the business, best products I've ever had, hands down. But look at my face. I look amazing. Yes, Jason is stunning. I know. Thank you. But you see what I'm doing there? I'm laughing, I'm smiling, I'm having fun just talking to you about products that I use. That is the 20% activities. And so when you start taking advantage and really utilizing that 80-20% rule or the Pareto principle, that is when you're going to start having fun making money. You're not going to be stressed out. You're not going to be on social media. Hey guys, yeah, oh, people doing these videos or stuff in the thumbnails like, oh, guys, I need a cash app. Or they coming up with these excuses, guys, man, my bank is weird how I got it set up. Like, on Thursdays, I can only pull out $10, but on Friday, I can pull out $100. But for some reason, the bank messed up with the time zone. So I pulled out the 100 and when I should have pulled out 10. And so now my account locked. Stop the lies. Like, you don't have to lie. I'm sorry, I know some of you all, I know you probably be seeing some of these videos on YouTube and TikTok and all this stuff. And it's ridiculous. And like, really all you have to do is just start making fun about earning money to be your fun activity. And this is where a lot of people is actually messing up, especially people that want to be full-time living abroad. It's not cheap. It's not expensive at the same time if you're fully in a country illegally, but if you're a tourist, it is more expensive because you have to leave most of the time. But like, you could be earning money using social media. Like, you could be earning money living in another country. Like, I think this may cost me, I think I may pay $5 or $6 for this. This same thing of Baobab, which is the tree of life. And here's another, just a marketing strategy for you. I'm gonna just give you this one for free. How many people are searching and struggling and begging for a healthier life each and every day? How many people? I know hundreds right now that are always like, man, if I want to get my life together. Why wouldn't something that's coming from the actual tree of life in Africa not help you have a very vibrant, thriving life? Marketing slogan for you. That one's for free. The next one I'm gonna have to charge you and give you a consultation fee. So do that. But think about that and make it fun, man. Like, earning money is fun. Doing digital marketing is fun. Network marketing is fun. I had so much fun doing network marketing, doing it. And then as the money started rolling in, it was like, yo, this is just a benefit, but I'm having fun. Like, fun does not have to mean just the stuff they're showing you on TV and in the movies. That is entertainment. They're programming you. Remember, anything you see that is brought to you in an image, an audio, in a visual, video, audio, together in a combined package, that is something to program you. We think in images. And once you start understanding how the mind as a whole and how those things sync together, you'll start seeing most of the stuff that you're really chasing after are not the things you really give a damn about at all. The things you really care about are the things that you're not ever seeing on TV. You're not running across videos like mine every single day on social media, but you're seeing all of this people dancing and all of this dumb stuff, or people arguing, fighting. That's all programming. Those things are brought to you for a reason. Like, I went and watched Mickey 17, the movie the other night. Really good movie with Robert Pattinson. And see, when I watch movies now, I don't really watch them to be completely entertained because I know they're to program me to think a certain way or believe a certain way. I watch them to look for the psychological messages that are hidden within them. And one of the things that was showing is like, because the premise is pretty much they kept cloning him. So whenever he passed away, they would clone him, use him as a human experiment to settle on another planet. But what I took from that was, each and every day we wake up, we have the ability to become a new, more improved version of ourselves. It's our decision to be that new version, or we can keep being that meek, timid version of us that may not be at the place that we want to be. And so I encourage you, be the new version of you each and every single day. Just because you may watch this video right now and start today and be like, okay, I'm gonna start having fun earning money. It's not gonna be fun when you start out. You don't have the awareness of what you're doing, the understanding. As you increase your awareness, your understanding increases, and then your capacity increases. The things that you see me doing today, you didn't see me when I was struggling. I was like, oh man, am I making the right decision? Like when I first started reading Think and Grow Rich, I was annoyed. I hated that book. I hated it. I was like, what are they saying? They're speaking in English I don't understand. And then after the fifth time that I read the book, I was like, wait, Napoleon Hill saying the same stuff we saying now. I'm like, yo, am I reading a different edition of this book? It was the exact same book. But because I increased my awareness, which increased my understanding, and my capacity of the words that he was saying increased, because now I started thinking on that vibration of a business person. I started thinking on the vibration of an entrepreneur, as a business owner, someone who wants to become wealthy. Once you start reaching that vibration and start thinking and sink to that level, you are no longer the same person. That's why now, like, I like to be at home. I don't even like being out at night. I'm gonna be honest with you. I went to the movies at night to see that movie. Just going there, I was uncomfortable because the energy, it just wasn't conclusive of this is the time for me to meet people that are gonna help push myself to the next level. Because most people who are really deep into business, because they're working, especially entrepreneurs, and entrepreneurs will tell you this. And so my entrepreneurs, brothers and sisters on the video, let them know in the comments if I'm right. An entrepreneur, because you're working, you don't have like a 9 to 5. You work around the clock. Like there's gonna be days you're working early in the morning, days you're working in the middle of the day, days you're working late at night. Even now, like there's days, some nights, I'm doing video calls with people up to probably like 1 in the morning my time. Like that's just a sacrifice that I understand of being an entrepreneur. And so when we don't have to be out, you don't want to be out, and especially at nighttime. Because it's like, man, I'm tired. I want to be at home. Nighttime is like, there's something about it. Once you get into that entrepreneurial spirit, nighttime, you're just like, okay, hey, I'm chilling. I'm laid back. Like, I want to rest. And let me know in the comments if you feel that way too. But I just wanted to share that with you. Make sure you read the 80-20 principle. That is a very, very valuable thing. It's a healthy thing to have fun, because fun is one of the longevities of life. I feel like this is why a lot of people are passing away very soon now, because people are not having fun anymore. So many people are caught up in the rat race of this slave cycle that we live in of work, home, work, home, work, home. And then you just pay bills all throughout the month. And it's boring. It's tiresome. I was there. And also, like, there's very good reasons why you should be securing for your future. But you can secure your future and have fun doing it. And master the Pareto principle, the 80-20 principle is the key to actually doing this. And so, as I've been talking always, I always say this, like, I'm against gatekeeping. Anything that I know, anything that I learned, I'm going to always share it with you. I apologize. I haven't really went deep into the Pareto principle. I didn't even think about it because sometimes I forget everybody don't have access to the books and the things that I read on a daily basis. And so if there's other books and stuff that you want me to talk about or to recommend to you or even explain to you, just let me know down in the comments on which subject matter. I am going to be doing some videos in the future about health, especially with men's health, dealing with erectile dysfunction and all of that. I've actually been working on how to talk about that for like a year now. Because people have been asking me about like, hey, Jay, how did you reverse your erectile dysfunction? How did you get back to being normal? And because it's illegal to actually talk about give medical advice, I've been trying to figure out how to speak of it without breaking any laws. And so now I think I've figured out exactly how to do it. So I'm going to be doing videos about men's health a lot more now, because I think that is something that is very, very underlooked. Us men do not prioritize our health enough, and we need to get very, very hyper focused in that. And if you have any questions or comments, just leave those down below. And just remember this: I'm Jason, and success is simple once you know how.